Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hollow Knight. Last episode, we conquered the Trial of the Conqueror and upgraded our nail to the Pure Nail. This episode, it's time. Trial of the Fool. Fight for Geo and the glory of being a fool. Place a mark on the trial and begin. There is no reward for this trial other than just simply a lot of Geo. I believe, to be precise, it is 2700 or something around that. I'm going with the same charms that I had equipped to begin with, those being Shaman Stone, Quick Slash, Thorns of Agony, and Quick Focus. Like I said, this is an endurance challenge, which is why immediately I get just absolutely destroyed. First thing I'm going to want to do is take care of this freaking Primal Aspen, because that thing will be the death of me. You will be seeing most of the enemies that you saw in previous trials, such as... Oh. Alright. Well, that was fast. I guess now's a good time to mention that if you die during the Colosseum of Fools, your shade will appear over in this side area. So yeah, the Trial of the Fool is much longer than any other trial in the game. You will be seeing pretty much every single enemy except for Zote and the Oblobbles, because those are pretty much just simply the bosses of each round. And Zote only ever appears during the first time you fight the Trial of the Warrior, I think is what it was. Reminder that... What am I trying to say? There are some enemies that have no attacks that can aim upwards, meaning that it is perfectly safe to just pogo bounce above them, staying completely safe due to the fact that they just can't counter you if you do that. However, not all enemies are like this. In fact, most enemies aren't like this and can easily just hit you if you're trying to bounce above them. And they're typically programmed in order to, like, if you are in the air for a certain amount of time— oh, that is a Vengefly. If you are in the air for a certain amount of time, then they are forced to use said attack in order to catch you off guard. During this phase, I recommend just clinging to this wall, because you can't be harmed by any of the Bellflies. This is a new enemy. The humorously named Deathloodle. They are upgraded versions of the Loodles from the Queen's Gardens. The only real upgrade to them being that they are like much more defensive and have a lot more health. The in-game description says that they are designed to kill, and the description for the normal Loodles say that they are not aggressive, which is completely true. They only just bounce around and won't notice, like they won't go after you. So it makes it sound like, well, are these ones like, are they homing or something like that? Are they like designed to like go after you? But they don't. They just bounce around like a Deathloodle. This part right here is brutal. Not only the fact that there are primal aspids, but there is also very little ground to stay on. Shaman Stone and a Shaman Stone upgraded version of the Vengeful Spirit will take out primal aspids in one hit. And that is pretty much the only reason I have it equipped, because I do not want to deal with primal aspids. They aren't even homing projectiles either, they're just that accurate. So, after this is a fight with the Mantis Petras and Mantis Traders from the Queen's Gardens. No. Alright. After this is these things. I remember you. I wish I forgot about you. Alright. I'm going to cut to when we are around that spot again, because, again, for the third time now, this is just an endurance fest. I'm gonna die. Actually... hold on. Wow, we somehow recovered from that. Oh, maybe not. Alright, after you defeat all the soul twisters and all the mistakes, look at that! A mini boss fight in the middle of this mini boss fight. As if things weren't perilous enough. Make things worse. New enemy. You remember Umu? It's basically just that attack. It only has one attack. This is a Volt Twister, by the way. I forgot to mention what its name is. Oh wow, I just noticed that version of the Soul Twister doesn't have the orb that floats around it. Alright. There we go. Oh, I forgot that you were there. So as if Soul Twister wasn't enough, we have to fight Soul Warrior and Soul Twister. Alright. If you Shadow Dash through those little orbs that he throws at you, you can just delete them. Really appreciate it if you like teleported me yes there, but not. Alright, let me heal. Because what's coming up? What the? This part is very difficult. You have to fight some I think these are Lesser Malex? Or Lesser Malex. And then you have to fight them with these winged things, which have way too much health than they have any right to have. And then look at that! We had not only a mini-boss fight in the Brooding Malek, boss fight in the middle of this. Alright. Here I'm a bit claustrophobic. So this part is not exactly the funnest. This, I might as well mention, is the only time a Crawlpede ever appears outside of Deep Nest. And this part is infamous. There is no floor. This means that the amount of health you come in here with is the amount of health you come out. Or less, even. The only way to heal during this is by using High Blood, and I've already stated how much I don't like that charm. Alright. No! Alright. Time for me to do that all over again. Alright, now we're back. I hate these winged fools. I'm gonna be honest. They have way too much range. Like, honestly. I know it may just sound like me complaining and, oh, it's too hard. But, like, they have way too much range. Alright. And then we've got to deal with a lowered ceiling as well. That part's over. But now, we have to deal with a ton of death Lulels. I have come this far. No, come on! See you guys again for the third time now. Hopefully third time's the charm. I am so angry. You see how we have a lot more money? And how our head is right above that thing? Yeah. That means that we beat the trial, right? Right. But I accidentally did it and forgot to record. Well, I guess that means I'm a fool. The reward for beating the trial of the fool is a boss called God Tamer. Veteran warrior of the Colosseum of Fools, fights by the side of creatures she has trained. Some hunters train beasts to join them in chasing down prey. I tried it once, but couldn't resist the urge to test my champion's strength against mine. This is the final boss of the Colosseum of Fools, and the one riding on the back is God Tamer. She is not the main target, however. That would be the beast that she tames. Kill the beast, and she just gives up. Kill her, and the fight against the beast becomes a lot more easier. The beast has two attacks. A spit attack, where it spits out concentrated globs of infection, that also linger around on the ground for a while. And also, it has some sort of like a spin attack where it'll dash across the arena, and as soon as it hits a wall, it'll bounce back up and then hit wherever you were last standing. And the God Tamer herself only has one attack, which she does not too often, but just often enough for it to get annoying. She'll jump in the air really high and hit you with her, like, sword, I guess. I don't have the mental patience to show you guys the actual fight, so just trust me. It's kind of annoying. It's also another Patreon-backed character. Or no, not a Patreon-backed, a Kickstarter. I would easily tell you the person who donated to it, but it's like some foreign name, and I don't have the vocal capacity to be able to pronounce it. So, sorry. But anyways, I'm really sorry that I couldn't show that to you because my freaking idiot self forgot to start recording. Ugh. I have been here for an hour though. So, in other words, I don't have the strength to go through more of that. There is a section just between the God Tamer and the Death Loodle segment where there is a sequence of random enemies. I don't think it's actually randomly generated, but there's like no like pattern to them. There's like the fools, the mantises, stuff like that. And really the only thing I can recommend is just survive. That's really all there is to that. And then after you defeat all of those is when you go against the... What am I trying to say? Is when you go against the God Tamer. Your reward, again, is 2,700 Geo, which is quite the hefty amount, I would say. But I think there's only one thing left to do. Ow, dang it. And you just keep going up. Go up this way. And here we are. There's only one thing left to do. Next episode. We defeat the Hollow Knight once and for all. See you guys then.